Lustige Clips ist vorbei. Einen Moment, ich muss kurz was finden. Einen Moment. So, geht mir weiter und...
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
Okay, das war... Nein,
His honor, Anna?
He said Dewey's friend tried to make a woman out of him. He no longer respects this man, Dewey. He took the car to show this maricón that he is a man.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
Nein, du schwörst nicht. Denn du hast heute Morgen Essen gemacht. Und das Essen, was du heute Morgen gemacht hast, ist immer noch auf dem Tisch.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
Okay, gestern Abend. Okay.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Dann sag mir, wo ist, du weißt mehr als du denkst. Das weiß ich. Wie er so rumtappelt, das ist nicht gut.
Then tell us where he is! If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe. There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line. That sounds like a street race to me. It's gotten out of hand this last year. No wonder Delgado has such an eye for fine automobiles.
We know where the kid is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
Oh, shit, Alter. Was ist mit dir los? Mit der Ruhe. Aber ich hab Zeit. Okay.
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cars?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Are you talking from experience?
Quick as we shut one of these races down, another one springs up somewhere else. Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they just want to wrap them around a lamppost. The next 16-year-old I have to peel off the sidewalk, you're calling the mother. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime.
immer mitten im Auto führen. Ja.
All units in the vicinity. Citizen reports at 415 at the corner of Banning and Santa Fe.
Nein, ich bin...
Suspect vehicles engaged in illegal street racing.
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Quick! They're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street race.
Stay on Delgado.
I'm gonna find you!
Ah, Alter.
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others.
He's getting away. Step on it, Phelps. Take him out.
Ja,
Gonna
genau,
lose him.
er drin ist kaum.
God damn it, Cole. Hold it steady.
Hey,
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for grand theft auto.
Fuck you, puto! You should speak to the maricon. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's the man? I should have burned his fucking car.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
danke. Das ist auch nicht schwer. Ui, naja. Ja, das sage ich jetzt mal nicht. Aber dann ist Leistung. 2 Trophäen. Was ist denn mit dem drin? Ich will keinen Screenshot aufnehmen. Was redest du so? Scheiß Spiel, Alter.
You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want Liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Oh, wat was dit? Wat met een af en aan. Aber kein Ding, wir werden jetzt untersuchen, was das alles war, was das alles soll. Ja, dieser Kelso, der hat den Mund aufgemacht. Kann nicht jeder für seine Scheißen.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Der Arbeit ist immer noch hier, weißt du,
Detectives, over here.
Hier ist ein Mord bei seiner Tür und da ist so, oh, ja,
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here, dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar, named Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
okay.
Phelps?
You should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
Ja, später. Okay, da ist nichts dran.
Landed on his face and ended up here. Car must have struck him from behind.
Oh ja. Am Kopf die Schürfwunden und Prellungen, dies und das. Aber am Arm ist auch nichts. In dem Arm, nee, auch nichts. Und am Bauch. Das ist ihn ordentlich getroffen am Bauch. Sehensversicherung. 10.000. Ja. 15.000.
Patterson has life insurance.
Okay. Ist hier noch was? Führerschein. Lester Patterson. Weiß männlich. 36, 21, 70, braune Augen, braune Haare, verheiratet.
We can notify next of kin.
Geld, da ist nichts Besonderes. Okay.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Ja, das wäre auch meine Frage gewesen. Also, es war nur ein Unfall. Er wurde nicht erschossen oder irgendwas anderes. Wenn er erschossen würde, dann okay, ne? Aber man sieht also auch hier auf dem Boden. Es war nur ein Unfall. Er wurde nur angefahren. Nur überfahren wurde der. Dass da so viel Blut rauskommt, das ist ein Wunder. Das kann eigentlich nicht sein, das ist eigentlich nicht möglich. Schaut euch mal an, hier. Das ist sehr viel Blut, was da liegt.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
6 Meter sind das. Das ist so viel Blut aus dem Körper, aus dem Bauchraum, aus dem Brustraum, aus dem Rumpf, dass so viel Blut rauskommt. Ne? Das ist doch eigentlich normal.
This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell. So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Er hat hier gebremst, dann hat er ist er hier halt geblieben. Und die Leiche ist von hier aus geflogen. Bis hierhin.
Careful where you step, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
Aber es kann nicht sein. Also, ich weiß es halt nicht. Es kann halt nicht sein, weil es ist ein Autounfall. Wenn man einen Autounfall hat, dann klar, man kann bluten, dass es nicht schlimm ist. Ne? Man kann bluten, das ist auf jeden Fall. Aber er hat schon angefangen da zu bluten. Während beim Aufprall, dass man da schon anfängt drin zu bluten, ist eigentlich nicht normal. Und dann auch noch so viel Blut verloren. Also das, ja. Mal vielleicht ein bisschen Blut, ein bisschen, aber nicht so viel und krass viel. Ich weiß es halt nicht. Man kann, ich weiß halt nicht. Womit wir reden? Nee, ne? Ist auch noch was. Dann guck mal da. Ja, guck mal.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
Ich sag mal, das stimmt nicht. Er wurde erstochen und dann überfahren. Weil man kann niemals so viel Blut verlieren bei einem Autoaufprall. Das funktioniert nicht. Und ich weiß das, ich mache gerade eine Ausbildung in dem Gesundheitsbereich. Also, das funktioniert nicht.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Okay, Musik geht noch weiter.
She's all yours, Detective.
Okay, jetzt keine Musik mehr. Kann ich mit dir reden?
Maybe talk to some witnesses. We can discuss the autopsy report later.
Okay. Es gibt noch Musik. Musik ist noch da. Habe ich irgendwas übersehen?
Another day.
Okay, ist auch Musik zu Ende. Hier sind noch Bierflaschen.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Hier waren wir ja schon. Da ist nichts mehr. Nein. Was macht das? Was ist das?
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Haben wir noch was?
Not much help.
Auch keine Hilfe. Ja, ich glaube, das war's dann, ne? Okay.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski.
Okay. Augenzeugen.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Sie schaut ganz normal und geradeaus.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
Beschreibung des verdächtigen Fahrzeugs.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Okay, das kam wie aus der Pistole geschossen. Soweit ich weiß, Menschen, die aus der Pistole geschossen etwas sagen können, sagen auch die Wahrheit, von daher Wahrheit.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Gutmenschen, no. Streit mitgehört.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Aber diesmal schaust du so ganz. Wir haben nichts dagegen zu sagen. In Wahrheit sagst du auch nicht. Darum würde ich sagen, böser Kopf, weil ich schaue mir so links und rechts dies das. Ja, böser Kopf.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Die war hübsch. Oh, schon wieder der Arzt. Prominente Psychiater verspricht, oh Gott.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Ich glaube, dem Arzt werden wir irgendwann mal begegnen, denn der Arzt scheint mir nicht so geheuer zu sein. Ich hatte also schon mal gesagt, in der ersten Episode, in der ersten Folge, dass der Arzt so nicht so mein Ding ist. Der Arzt scheint mir nicht so legal zu sein, wie der ausschaut. So, dann würde ich sagen, nochmal kurz telefonieren.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks for your help.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Ja. Aber weiß nicht. Okay.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Das kann nicht sein. Du warst doch der Barkeeper. Barkeeper hat nie mit viel zu tun.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Esther and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah, Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No, he came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Nein, du weißt das. Wenn du den Rest auch schon weißt, dann weißt du das auch. Und du schaust ekelhaft, weißt du das? Ganz Missgeburt.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
So this is why everybody comes to Ray's.
Okay, verstehe. Danke dafür. Wir verschwinden. Wir sind hier weg.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fahr mal so.
And where exactly are we going?
Wo sollen wir denn fahren? Das ist eine gute Frage, warte mal. Wo wollen wir denn eigentlich jetzt spätestens Wohnsitz, spätestens Wohnsitz? Roy's Café. Wo ist denn das? Und da sind wir gerade. Dann spätestens Wohnsitz. Da fahren wir ja mal dahin. Mal da. Ja, ich würde sagen, ich höre nochmal kurz mal die Sache an, damit ich eine Meinung darstelle, weil ich glaube, meine Meinung, die ich mir jetzt im Kopf habe, könnte die Wahrheit sein.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Meine Liebe, du weißt das. Und wir wissen es auch, ihr habt den ganzen Streit.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Okay, meine Theorie hat sich damit bestätigt. Meine Theorie, die ich gerade gesagt habe, hat sich damit bestätigt. Okay, ich erzähle es gleich.
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Okay, das ist gut. Das ist ein gutes Beispiel.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crack games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Okay. Und zwar, es ist so. Die haben auf die Lebensversicherung des Mannes abgesehen. Und da er immer so, ja, wütend und schnell aggressiv werden kann, haben sie seine aggressive Art, seine verbale und Art, haben sie dann ausgenutzt und meinten, ja, dies und das. Und Ja, die wollten eigentlich Stempel umgebracht. Ich denke mal, das waren sie. Weil die Frau hat keinen Bock mehr drauf auf ihn. Das hat sie selber gesagt, das hat man selber gehört. Das war ihr Scheißegal.
That's the guy from the papers.
Gestorben ist, also denke ich mal, haben die so Ostens, eine aggressive Art und so, wollten eigentlich eine Versicherung haben, damit die einfach eine Bar eröffnen können und haben dann seine Art und Weise genutzt dafür zu sagen, ja, dies und das ist passiert. Das ist meine Art von Ding.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Pattison autopsy.
Thank you.
Also, wenn der jetzt rauskommt, und wir hatten ja ein Messer gehabt, wenn er jetzt rauskommt, dass das Messer wirklich ein Messerding ist, ein Autounfall. Wenn das ein Messerangriff war und kein Autounfall, dann wissen wir auf jeden Fall, dass der Mann das war, dass der Mann ihn umgebracht hat. Der Mann, der Leroy. Er war.
Oh, I knew I should have driven.
Frau. Lester. Ja. Denn die beiden.
All units in the vicinity, see the security guard at 459 there now at 536 South Figueroa. Unit in code 2 identified.
Du hast mehr Geld als ich. Das ist dein Geld, mein Geld.
You're a goddamn menace!
Er ist selber schuld. So, Leichenschau aus. Steht da. Gehen wir mal rein. Das da.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her
Die
in.
beiden sind dran.
That's the guy from the paper.
Die beiden sind dran. Die beiden sind tot. Die beiden sind tot. Die werden beide ins Gefängnis gehen. Die Frau und der Mann. Weißt du was? Fahr du dahin. Ich will nicht fahren.
You can drive.
Fahr du dahin. Wir haben die beiden. Die beiden sind ist unnormal kaputt. Jetzt sind die beiden dran.
spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how he had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's
Lorna?
a crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
Whoa.
It's too late, Sabo.
Mignon.
Sabo, stop or I will shoot.
Los. Das wird ja nichts.
Last chance to surrender, Sabo.
Kom op, die vrouw.
Now, are we gonna make a bargain or what?
How long do you think you can hold out? You want to back off right now.
I'll do it, I swear.
Help me.
Jans. Oh, yo.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Lester wurde zwar nicht vom Auto getötet, aber der Fahrer ist eine Anklage wegen Fahrerflucht entgangen. Wie? Wie? Hä? Es gab einen Fahrer, war das nicht Leroy, der ihn umgebracht hat? Ach nein. Es gab ja ein Auto und das Auto wurde ja schon bestätigt, was es ist. Und das war der Fahrer. Und das war nicht bei dem Leroy, sondern das war woanders. Scheiße. Und wir haben auch kein rotes Auto gesehen bei denen. Fuck, wir haben den Fahrer vergessen. Naja, hey. Alter, es ist nicht ernst, Alter. Immer fehlt mir irgendwas, immer scheiße. Also die Fragen sind richtig, alles ist super, aber der Fahrer fehlt uns so und so. Fuck. Falsche Papiere.
Phelps, Bukowski. Beat cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there, see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
I swear the more vet cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though.
keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe a word.
Nein. Geh raus. Da können wir nicht raus. Wo ist denn die Ausgang her? Wir verarschen. Hier. Ich fahr wieder mal. Ja, ab und zu fahr ich, ab und zu fahr ich. Komm her jetzt her.
You know we've got a siren, Phelps. They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
But Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having your death strewn all over the front page.
Moment, wir sind ja gerade hier. Ich würde gern... Ach nee, kann ich hier nicht speichern gehen.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get it. Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Come on, Freund.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Ja.
Give yourself up! Now!
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Get bracelets on him, Phelps. I'll call it in.
Car 11K to KGPL. Suspect in custody requires transport.
Put your hands in the air!
Exit the vehicle!
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with 2 tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Okay, gucken wir mal. Ja. Kaiser Frazer, Manhattan. Gesamt 2054. Ja. Gebrauchtwagenverzug.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive. You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced.
Alles gut, alles gut.
You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
Du blinkst sehr oft gerade. Du hast sehr oft
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble. Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
Das kam auch aus der Pistole geschossen, glaube ich.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Baggus possessions as evidence. Have him arraigned for grand theft auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
Dein Vater, keine Ahnung, das ist ein anderer Name. Vielleicht ist er schon im Knast.
Now what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
The paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Uh-huh. Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism, Stefan.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes. I feel much better now. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
See? I knew you weren't finished.
Also das ist ja ein Betrug der ganzen Fälschungen, ne? Wie nennt man das? Ein Führenden, ne? Das will ich sagen. Aber wie nennt man sowas? Okay.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke, too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
Soll ich dir dabei helfen? Ja, das ist ziemlich geil. Komm her, mein Lieber.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
Okay. Das ist dasselbe, ne? Ja, das ist dasselbe. Ja, das ist dasselbe. Käse, Fräser, Maschine, Sechszylinder, Baujahr.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue.
fast schon. Was ist das? Was ist dann? Die Quittung. Kann ich das veröffentlichen? Tief in meinen Händen? Ja, ja. Das ist der Wagen. Okay. Ja, das ist der Wagen.
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least.
Okay.
We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Details der Kaufbewirkung. Das ja, egal.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Das war schnell.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Okay, der Mann hat natürlich gekauft. Also wurde der Junge verarscht. Also gibt es mehrere. Was soll ich denn das glauben? Weil.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed, in a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Okay. Verdichtung zum
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
It says Marquee Printing. You've never heard of them?
Marquee. Sure. They do all the government red tape. You'll find the place down on Aliso Street near San Pedro.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Combs?
Close of play on Friday.
Das war auch der ganz große, aber guck mal, er ist wieder so nervös und unsicher. Gerade eben waren seine Antworten schnell und er stand da, also er saß da auch gerade. Nur hat sich nicht bewegt, hat nach vorne, hat gerade ausgeschaut. Darf man nichts gegen ihn haben, müssen wir den Bösen kommen.
Why didn't you pay her cash? You knew the car was dirty.
I had an inkling. When people are in a hurry for money, always pay by check, son. Gives you a couple days to back out.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Ich bin wieder so unruhig. Du lächelst, aber du bist mir so unruhig. Ich glaube, du weißt ein bisschen mehr als sonst.
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day, Mr. Coombs.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer.
Get on the horn and call it in.
Jo. Wo sind die noch? Da hinten sind.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of grand theft auto.
I'll relay the information.
Are there any messages for me?
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay. Moment. Wir werden zum Verhör. Also können wir jetzt zum Verhör gehen? Ja, weißt du was? Dann soll er mal kurz fahren.
You're behind the wheel.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car sales. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Die beiden, ne? Vor allem der Bukowski, Max Ausweise. Einen Moment. Okay. Wir sind jetzt bei der Zentrale.
Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
I say we bust in there.
In welchem Raum? Wo ist der hier? Wo ist denn der? Hier.
Crummy bastard.
James Velasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
Ja, das ist eine gute Fälschung, aber wir müssen zugeben. Also, Kurier für gestohlene Autos.
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
Wenn wir von dir nichts erfahren, dann weißt du viel mehr als wir denken. Von daher
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Velasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
Does the name Gene Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
Da habe ich aber andere mal. Haben wir da nicht etwas? Haben wir da nicht etwas für die? Hahaha, guck mal jetzt. Gültig ausgestellt auf dem Gene Archer 600. Da haben wir was. Ja.
You're a liar, James.
Say that again. I'm telling the truth. I don't know the broad.
Ja, doch, du kennst sie schon.
So that's why you both have the same address printed on your pink slips. She's a mule for these stolen vehicles, genius. Same as you.
Jesus. All right, I know her. Stupidest broad I ever met. Always cooking up crazy schemes. I don't know why those guys use her. You happy now?
Huh?
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Ich glaube, dass du es schon weißt, wenn du schaust mit deinen Augen so ein bisschen hin und her.
Give me something, Velasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think you'll last?
Okay, okay. I hear you. The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Where do you pick up the cars, Velasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
Nein, er sitzt da wieder so angespannt. Guck mal, er sitzt da wieder so angespannt, als würde er gleich kappen oder so. Seine Augen. Er könnte die Wahrheit. Weißt du was? Ich setze meine Intuition ein. Okay. Guter Kopf und böser Kopf. Er könnte die. Ich bin zurzeit auf Wahrheit, aber er sitzt da gerade so angespannt. Er sitzt ja also ein Ast im Arsch. Wenn ich das angucke, die Augen, gerade eben waren die Augen auch so hin und her. Jetzt ist die Augen auch so hin und her. Augen zu, auf, zu. Aber er könnte aber auch die Wahrheit sagen. Was soll ich nehmen, Leute? Ich sag mal die Wahrheit.
Come on, Velasco. You must have an address.
That's not the way they work. They keep moving around, never the same address twice.
All right, James. We're going to check if this information is worth anything.
And if it is, I need your help here, pal.
If it is, then we'll know you're a man of your word, and so will the DA.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightval. Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
Okay, Falk, wir haben, also war es doch anzweifeln, war es doch böser Kopf. Aber eigentlich auch die Wahrheit, also es könnte auch die Wahrheit gewesen sein, darum war ich nicht sicher, aber die Augen rollen, okay, merke ich, wenn ja die Augen auch, okay, ja, weil scheiße. Nee, weil, er war sich, aber, egal, naja, doof gelaufen.
Phelps, your GTA suspect Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
Whoa.
That's a guy. I heard.
Dann ab dahin. Ja, war ein bisschen doof, ne?
So.
Also, ich dachte, dass wirklich, dass die Wahrheit war, aber war doch nicht so weit. Das war doch böse gucken, da müsste
Can I borrow some of that mascara?
Naja, ja, passiert mal. Das passiert mal. Wir hatten jetzt davon,
People get lost in thought as
richtig gehabt. Ja, passiert alles. 4 von 3. Ne, 3 von 4. Alles gut.
wish you'd hurry up with the
LAPD.
polls already.
We'll take it from here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay? You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? That could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
Okay. Gestohlene, was?
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Gene, you've blown open the whole operation because you were dumb enough to try to sell one of the cars. What do you think they're going to do to you? Give me something.
I was just doing what they do. They paid me $50 to drive the car. I made $2 grand selling it.
You made $0. And if they catch you, you're dead. Is that all your life's worth?
Look, a girl needs things. I don't see you looking out for me.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
Du weißt, wer ist. Ich hab doch mal...
You're lying. James Belasco. I don't remember mentioning his first name, Miss Archer.
Oh, Well, I think you did, didn't you? Well, I'm sure of it. Anyway, I don't know him.
Wo ist denn da mal Belasco Fahrzeugbrief? Was ist denn damit, meine Liebe, hä? Ist das nicht er? Sind Sie denn nicht?
You aren't sharp enough to lie to me, Gene. You and James Belasco share the same address on your pink slips. We have him in a cell.
Okay, so I know the creep. The pink slips are real. The home addresses are always vacant lots. Bigelow is always boasting that the paperwork is legit and that if we stick to our stories...
And don't try and sell the car?
Yeah, that too.
Tell me where you picked up the car, Miss Archer.
Look, I can't remember. Let me go, will you? Please. What have I got to do?
Einfach uns ein bisschen was erzählen, wie wär's damit? Wenn Sie uns ein bisschen was erzählen könnten.
Trying my patience here, Gene. I'll have the reporters down here and have your picture in all the papers. You'll have nowhere to run.
All right already. I get the message. I pick up the cars from a guy named Bigelow. 58 Industrial Street. Big warehouse full of goons. Now you've got what you want. Can I go? Please?
No, you sure can. We've got a car waiting outside for you.
Some career advice, Gene. Get out of crime. Marry someone boring who has money and will find you captivating.
Is this guy for real?
He takes a little getting used to, but yeah, he generally means what he says.
Das war's so mit dir, mit deinem Geld, den Vorschlägen. So. Dann ist da, ne? Fahren wir wieder mal, komm. Buongiorno. Ich weiß es gerade nicht. Da waren wir. Waren wir da schon? Doch nicht. Doch waren wir schon. Lasst uns noch mal. Lass uns doch mal zur Druckerei fahren. Ja, wir fahren mal zur Druckerei.
You got something against sirens, Phelps? Friendly girl.
Used to getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not blind or dead inside, are you? Wait, scrap that second half of the question.
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah! The man is human after all. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead. But I draw the line at gray. You know what? I might have to lift that embargo soon in the interest of maintaining a free market.
A man with high standards.
The standards are only as high as the last glass of whiskey.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. Have done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind. I'm at a loss.
We need to talk to the guy in charge.
We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightball.
Good luck, I suppose.
Mr. Lightball, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightball. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, Detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
Ich glaube schon. Ich denke schon, weil die waren auch hier.
Harrison bought his car from Coombs. The pink slip looks good, and that points the finger here. Do you have any employee trouble?
No, I don't. They've all been carefully screened. Look, now that I think about it, the name Coombs sounds familiar. I think they may have been involved in stolen documents in the past.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
Sei ein braver Mann. Okay, wir sollen ihn jetzt suchen.
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, alles was ungewöhnlich ist. Gucken wir mal eben kurz. Okay. Oh, guck mal hier.
You certainly encourage repeat business, Lightball. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer. Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
So. Komm mit mir gehen. Kannst du bitte fahren?
Can you drive to this one?
Nein.
Do we know where we're going?
Alles gut, ich fahr schon.
We could always try the address Archer gave. Maybe she's dumb enough to be sitting at home waiting for us.
Ich fahr schon.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
Whoa.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank with you driving.
Warum bleibst du doch da stehen, Mann? Also wirklich, hast du einen Dachschaden oder so? Ey, Junge. Also fährt hier unten hier steht stehen. Richtig raus ist halt. Raus mit die Viecher. Geht näher, Mann. Soll es sein? Schauen wir mal.
I think we should call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45, don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there. Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me. Throw out the guns.
Here.
I need cover! Your move, mister.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Let's clear the top floor. I don't want to get drilled on the back on the way out.
Muss man einen Hut haben, muss man einen Hut haben. Da.
Can I get some cover here for the love of God?
Weapons on the ground, now!
Oh my God! Whoa! Whoa! Habe ich mich erschrocken, Alter.
I think we should call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
Throw out the guns.
Stay down. Try the door at the end. I heard something.
Okay.
All right, don't shoot.
Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place.
So. Gucken wir mal. Ja, guck mal hier.
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas.
Huh. Wer sagt das denn? Da haben wir dich erwischt. Da haben wir dich erwischt. Da haben wir dich erwischt.
I'm not saying anything till I've seen a lawyer.
Hier ist auch noch was. Ui. Was ist denn hier?
A betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source. We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
Ja, ich glaube, dass du ihnen schon was sagen kannst, denn ich denke, du weißt mehr als ich denke. Erzähl mal. Oh, warte mal.
We know about Marquee Printing.
Ich wollte schon.
You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
There are at least 4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more. Punks won't make for that much extra paperwork. We'd be doing the legal system a favor.
Okay, tough guy. I get the message. Lightfall, the guy who runs Marquee. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes people.
Lightfall, the guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there. You're right. He has no luck.
That's the best lie you can come up with, Bigelow?
Hey, would I lie to you, detective? I'm not exactly in a good position here now, am I?
Wir haben hier etwas, das vielleicht aber sagen könnte, das doch lügen.
Gordon Lightball owns Marquee Printing, a government print shop. He's losing big at the track.
He has these big government contracts. He's in hock over 20 grand. If the feds find out, contracts will be all over. Lightfall plays ball.
All right, Bigelow. The heat is off you. Play your cards right, and you'll be able to count your time in Quentin on one hand.
Das war's für sie.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
So, where do you want to go?
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, they shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute and pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. But guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightball, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
Da hätten wir ihn angekriegt. Da hätten wir nicht nur 3 Minuten dran gekriegt. Also er ist durch, der Typ. Der kann nichts mehr sagen gegen uns. Der ist dran. Der ist weg. Genauso wie er. Er ist auch weg. Mit Täter, Schuldiger, alles Mögliche.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
Das ist keine Belästigung.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightball.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Ja.
Save it, Lightball. We already have all we need to send you down.
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney.
Sie brauchen keinen Anwalt. Alles gut. Denn wir haben hier einen Zeugen, der uns alles mitgeteilt hat, dass sie Schulden haben und dass sie das Geld brauchen.
You're in the hole with the organization. We know about the debts, Lightball.
I agree. I have a small problem. I'm prepared to help you in any way I can, Detective. I'll name names. I need you to keep this out of the paper.
You need to shut up now, Lightball. Gordon Lightball, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
The LAPD Central Traffic Division has today smashed a nationwide auto theft ring, writes crime correspondent, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here it is. Traffic squad detectives confronted a large group of armed thugs. After an exchange of gunfire, more than a dozen dead criminals were removed from the scene. The LAPD sustained no casualties. Damn fine work, Phelps. Now get out there and nail some more bad guys, will you? I want to finish reading this.
Ja, gefundene Hinweise 18 von 18 Fragen richtig 21 von 20. Ja, diese eine Frage hat uns ein bisschen was gekostet. Aber was soll's. Also, kann mal passieren. Uns fehlt eine Frage. Ja.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate in 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Door knocking all morning, but I gotta make in the car in the end.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Look at you bantering with the boys.
Okay.
It's a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
Dann schauen wir mal.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in at Sergeant.
Wo ist unser Wagen? Hier ist unser Wagen. Bis der hier ist, bis unser Kumpel hier ist, können wir noch mal kurz mal gucken. Sunset Strip, jo. Der Haut, Master Schütze. Ja, komm. Was Neues anziehen. Okay, das ist hier oben alles platziert.
Stop just ahead.
Okay, schauen wir mal.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon.
She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice. Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escape. Her stories that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passengers are Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, you can stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Okay.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Also das Problem ist, ich kann halt nicht viel lesen, weil die immer so schnell reden. Und wenn die so schnell reden, dann gibt es mal einen neuen Text. Das ist ein bisschen nervig. Man kann dann immer nie so mitkommen beim Lesen. Ich habe es nicht gut verstanden, ich habe nur verstanden, dass es die Fahrerin hier gefahren ist und die ist verletzt und ein kleines Mädchen ist jetzt im Krankenhaus.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Ja, ich schaue es mal an. Okay.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Ja. Kennzeichen. Blut. Aber auch nichts anderes, ne? Nee. Intro.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
War das vielleicht... Wurde sie vielleicht... Meinten ja unter Drogen. Vielleicht wurde ihr was angereicht, damit sie vergewaltigt wird oder so. Keine Ahnung, kann ja sein. Genau, weiß man das ja nicht. Okay, nur dass sie mit Schatten nach Hause. Ja, das ist alles vergeben. Das Temperament vor von der Straße. Mal auf den Menschen eigentlich. Ja. Ich weiß, dass er gesagt hat, nicht gemeint hat. Du bist ein gutes, anständiges Mädchen und passt nicht nach Hollywood. Ich war auch mal 15, ich wollte auch. Okay, warum sein Möchte? Du wirst eines Tages auch kennen. Ich würde das Gefühl nicht los, dass etwas Schlimmes passiert wird, wenn liegende Mutter käme nie hin.
She's a long way from home.
Ja, wenn sie hier ist, dann ja. Okay, die Musik geht noch weiter, aber es sind noch mehr Sachen, die man hier noch finden kann. Okay, jetzt muss ich zu Ende. Dann reden wir mal.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess. then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Okay, wollte den töten, Digga. Wenn der hier den Gaspedal nach unten drückt, dann wollte jemand dieses Mädchen töten.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff?
Another day.
If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
Ein versuchter Mord anscheinend. Na. Die einzige Zeugin, die hier ist sie momentan. Wir gucken mal kurz.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You? I don't like. Keep out of this.
Ja, Mann. Oh, yo. Okay.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Was ist da passiert mit der Frau?
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Ja, irgendwas ist passiert, ne? Weil irgendwie ist ihre Hose ihre Unterhose ist irgendwie zerrissen, irgendwie ist sie anscheinend nackt gewesen untenrum. Und warum?
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Aber warum? Wie zur Hölle kam man das denn hier hin? Und wie zur Hölle kam denn der Kopf auf dem Gaspedal und wie hast du es denn gemacht? Weil ich habe gesehen, einer von euch, einer von den Leuten, die da waren, haben ja von draußen die Tür aufgehalten, ne, die Tür war offen und die Person war gebückt und hat irgendwas gemacht. Also anscheinend war es nicht am Steuer.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Dieser Mark Bishop kommt sehr oft bei dir vor.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He's a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
Ich weiß nicht ganz, ob ich das wirklich überlassen kann, denn dass du dahinter steckst irgendwie.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news hound.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Nicht committen, zentral kriegen. Also kann man sein. Da wird mich dann auch zu zentral kriegen, ne?
Go. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
11K Roger. Try making it to the next intersection without killing anybody. Can you do that for me?
Nein. So. Alter, euer Ernst jetzt hier, Mann. So. Dann schauen wir mal. Was macht denn der Zentralten direkt neben unserem Polizeigebäude? Was ist denn da los?
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No! I don't need to be manhandled by a doctor. I need my lawyer. Hey, where is the telephone?
Hello, Doctor. I'm Detective Phelps. You're attending to the young lady from the auto accident?
Yes. She's conscious now, but I doubt she'll remember much. She's still feeling some of the after effects.
Jessica was drugged?
She certainly was. Chloral hydrate would be my guess, and there's clear evidence of abuse. She's still a minor, Detective.
Someone planned a double murder to cover up statutory rape? Swap 7 years for life and gets Guy McAfee on their case? Doesn't make much sense to me.
I guess it depends on what they had to lose.
Ich wusste es doch. Ihr wurden Drogen gegeben, damit sie nicht da ist, wo sie sein sollte, damit sie misshandelt wird, also das heißt missbraucht wird.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Heute ist mein Tag.
Kid gloves
Feeling better since this morning, Jessica?
But anything she can remember will be useful.
My head still feels swimmy.
Ja, im Moment.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Ja, ich wollte mal kurz, ich wollte trotzdem mal gucken. Dann gucken wir mal. Was heißt? Was hinten ist gehindert? Ja, ja. Spürung von Körper und so, den stressig Verabschiedung.
You're making me uncomfortable. Just standing around here looking at me and not saying anything.
Hey,
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Doch. Nicht lügen. Gestern ist es passiert, wir haben eine Unterrichte gefunden. Gestern mal.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
Doch, du lügst.
We found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage.
Das stimmt, ja.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Das ist eine Lüge.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
Weil ich was gesehen habe, packt mich nicht ab. Ne? Nervt mich nicht, packt mich nicht ab, sagt der Wahrheit, du bist eh schon krank. Hm? Jetzt, hier, guck mal. Ein Moment, wo ist das da? Das da.
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
Ja, passiert dir zu Recht, muss mich an.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Ja, das weiß ich nicht, wie ich es glauben soll. Wo war das, meinte sie eigentlich nicht so ganz?
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Soll ich dir das glauben? Wobei, ja. Ist böser Kopf oder guter Kopf? Ich tendiere eher zum guten Kopf, weil, ja, das kann schon, ja, ist so ein paar passiert, ne? Ein Trauma. Bei Trauman verstehe ich von Menschen.
Jessica, I really need you to help me here.
I remember the mermaid.
Was the mermaid in the movie too?
No, it was on the front of a building. We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
Thank you, Jessica. You've been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her. There she goes. Come on.
Oh, yo, yo.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
Dann folgen wir mal Jessica. So, Jessica, wohin willst du?
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Easy, Cole. Better back it off.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Baby? No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it! You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls! I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
Okay.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at his broad the wrong way.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story?
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
Our units also needs assistance. 540 West 9th Street at Uncle Sam's Army Supply. 540 West 9th Street. Unit can handle code 2 identified. All units in the vicinity and call 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3. All other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Gun it! Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
Our units also needs assistance. 540 West 9th Street at Uncle Sam's Army Supply. 540.
I don't know what you're talking about. We weren't doing nothing.
I've seen you little sons of bitches prowling around my store.
I'll show you. I'll teach you not to.
Sir, drop the weapon. You've been drinking, sir. You don't really want to.
3 times I've been robbed. Ain't nothing gets done about it.
Look out, more of them. Put them down.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Komm noch nach.
I need cover!
Ach, mignon.
Can I get some cover here, for the love of God?
Fuck, wir haben einen Polizisten verloren. Scheiße.
King calling KGPL. I've been involved in a shooting. Suspects are down. Need an ambulance to 540 West 9th Street. It's a code 4. Notify a supervisor and a coroner.
Roger, 11K. All units be advised. Suspects are down at 540 West 9th Street. Shooting at Uncle Sam's Army surplus is code 4.
245 erst gemacht. Mann, es gibt so wenige Straßenverbrechen irgendwie. Es soll mehr geben, ich hab keinen Bock darauf.
Call 11K. 11K. We have no other units available. What is your ETA to the 415 in progress?
Ja, auch zum
1220
Gebäude.
West 7th Street. Repeat, 1220 West 7th Street. Wilson's Apartment Hotel. 11K handle code 3. Any other units that can assist identified.
Roger, KGPL. 11K en route.
Units in the vicinity.
Take it easy.
Da werden wir.
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Komm rein.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Mal sehen, ne?
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.?
Mrs. Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess.
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
Schauen wir mal.
Seems irrelevant.
Okay, unrelevant. So, auch eine Vase, aber auch unrelevant.
Junk.
Ja, Müll. Na, für uns Müll, für die Dame nicht. Och, Müll. Was ist denn das?
Doesn't tell me anything.
Das sieht cool aus.
Presented to Mark.
Geschenk von Mark. Muss ich mal an.
Don't think this is anything.
Okay. Lippenstift.
Optimistic, Cole.
Eine Bürste.
I doubt it.
Ja. Ui, was ist denn das? Sagen Sie den 20.000. Ui.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
Das wäre mir auch ein Rätsel.
Circumstantial.
Okay, nichts Besonderes. Hier ist Geld.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Ja, echt. Nicht genau genug. Hätten sie mal Geld mitnehmen sollen.
I don't think so.
Die hätten das Geld auch mitnehmen können. Aber anscheinend nicht so schlaue Menschen.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Ja. Ein bisschen, ne?
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Nachbildung an Nachbildung. Okay, was haben wir denn hier? Schön.
Nope.
Whisky. Und wir haben das hier.
Not sure this means much.
Streichhölzer. Okay. Ja, ich glaube, das ist auch nichts, ne?
Maybe if... No.
Ja, das muss auch nicht weiter. Kann man auch vergessen.
Junk.
Okay. Dann hätten wir dieses auch. Gehen wir mal kurz hier rein. Eine Uhr.
Circumstantial.
Ja. Klavier.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Aha.
Looks like we found our mermaid. Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Okay. Ja, das war's. Lass mal reden, meine Liebe. Haus Friedensbruch. Was hast du dazu zu sagen?
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
No, du sitzt ganz gerade Du sitzt ganz gerade.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Was wissen Sie darüber?
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Oh, das weiß ich nicht. Oh, sie tut gerade eben also. Ich wollte gerade Wahrheit sagen. Ich wollte gerade auf guter Kopf tippen. Aber jetzt machst du so irgendwelche Bewegungen und darum nehme ich den bösen Kopf.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, Detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Nee. Das ist ekelhaft, sowas. Sowas ist grausam. Bah! Ekelt mich aufregen.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks for your help.
Okay. Das ist ekelhaft. Das ist ein Schänder sozusagen. Also so ein richtiger Pedo. Ja, Schänder kann man jetzt nicht sagen. Also auch kann man eigentlich auch sagen. Pedo halt.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, and a movie producer's wife. They're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Mal im Moment, wenn wir schon hier sind. Irgendwie ist eine Zeitung, wenn wir hier sind, Straßenzeitung. Oh, nicht so scheiße. Weg da. Bakowski. Du auch heißt. Du fährst. Ich fahre nicht.
You can drive.
Where are we going?
Dahin. Fahr los. Gas.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McAfee.
Ja. Warum die reden immer so schnell, man kann nicht mal mitkommen, Alter. Das ist so scheiße. Man kann nicht mal mitlesen, die Kisten. Gehen wir mal rein.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ. I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Mal los. Ist ein bisschen gruselig hier, aber okay. Ich bin ein bisschen gruselig. Ich bin hier arbeiten ein bisschen.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
So, mein Lieber. Ich schaue mich um und du hast die Fresse. Okay, hier,
Probably nothing.
Hier bereiten sie sich anscheinend vor.
Not much help.
Okay, hier ist eine Toilette und ein Spiegel. Perfekt. Ein Hammer.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Ja, trotzdem kann man mal gucken. Hier ist auch ein Spiegel. Okay.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
You can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Ah, beobachtet die. Kleiner Hurensohn. Du beobachtest sie, während die an ihrem Geschäft machen, Alter. Kleiner Bastard. Tut mir aber was ist ekelhaft, Mann. Oh, Junge, was für ein Typ der ist einfach.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Ja, da haben wir dich. Unterhalten noch nicht, mein Lieber, unterhalten noch nicht. Ist noch zu früh, um zu unterhalten. Ah, hier ist der Raum. Wir haben den Raum gefunden. Und da ist auch der Spiegel. Okay. Und sie ist die Toilette. Was für ein Drecksack. Aber was für ein Hurensohn das einfach ist. Was für ein kleiner, dreckiger Huren. Naja. Machete. Was ist die Pornografie, hä? Der Arsch.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Der Typ macht hier ein paar Pornodreharbeiten hinter. Oh.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Also während die sich hier umziehen und alles machen und auf Klo gehen, dreht er hinter deren Rücken einen kleinen Porno sozusagen. Denn hier ist die Kamera, ne? Da sind die. Und wenn die hier sind, macht er auch ein paar Bilder und so, ne? Der Arsch. Dreht also hinter deren Rücken, guck mal hier, das sieht man auch hier auf den Bildern. Schaut mal. Ja, du kleiner Drecksack, du. So einer bist du also. Okay, dann. Das wär's dann. Ich hab ihn. Das war's dann. Okay, hier sind die Köpfe. Hier werden die Köpfe also gemacht.
So this is where you sprang from.
Aber der hat recht viel für so einen Film, also ich sonst. Ja. Geht hier auch so die Dinger hier. Diese Dinge. Schlecht. Im Reichstag, so Requisitenladen. Okay, und hier ist die Musik. Ja, okay. Verbindung zu Bischof.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop is doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
Wir haben was Schönes. Und zwar dieses hier.
A 15-year-old girl told me how she was drugged and molested at a casting house. I found the chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet. You give me something or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
Bishop was here with June Ballard and the girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible for what goes on here.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
What's the deal with you and June Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props. I hardly ever meet the talent unless it's something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
You and Ballard are blackmailing Bishop. That's why he cracked.
You got nothing on me. My hands are clean on this.
Aber ich sage, also wo ist denn das?
I'm about done with you and your accusations.
Fuck.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps. Roy Earl, ad vice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlin?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
I don't think they liked your little pep talk, Bukowski.
Oh, shit! Get us out of here!
Might need to be closer, Cole.
They really don't want anybody getting to Bishop before they do.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Need to lose those two.
Meine Güte. Okay. Die wollen Stress? Kein Problem, kriegen
Ha! Let's see him chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
Was da retten passiert ist, war, es war, ja. Auf jeden Fall war das so falsch oder was? Egal. Ich dachte, es wäre richtig.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it!
Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit.
11K calling KGPL, requesting assistance at 8th and Francisco, the abandoned movie set.
Bleiben Sie hier. Ich muss mit Ihnen reden.
We're trying to help you, Bishop!
Ja,
This is all a big mistake!
Bleiben Sie doch mal hier. Bleib doch mal bitte stehen. Ich brauch dich, mein lieber Kerl. Hör auf mit zu rennen, du Arsch. Aber ist gut hier.
It's us or McAfee's boys, your choice.
Bleib doch mal bitte
I didn't do anything!
Bleib doch mal bitte hier. Hallo. Bitte bleib doch mal hier. Oh.
Bishop, that's enough!
That girl made it all. Get the hell out of here, you goddamn...
Hör auf wegzurennen, du hast keine Wahl mehr. Du bist jetzt irgendwann tot. Ey. Ja, oh mein Gott.
Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop.
Das war knapp. Oh. Hallo?
Hands in the air, Bishop! Move another inch and you're dead.
So.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
Last chance to back the hell down.
Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me. It's this way.
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die! They're everywhere.
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
We jump. Was ist du?
Find
Get me out of here.
This is worse than a war zone.
Come on, it's this way.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake. Can't hit him from this distance. Is this really the best McAfee's got? Weapons on the ground, now!
Kom on.
I don't want to die.
Hallo?
Let me...
The statue there. There's a ladder leading to the ground. This is all Ballard's fault.
Wo bist du? Wo ist denn der? Da.
Get him over here, I'll cover you! Come on, the cavalry's here!
I should have known that big was trouble. Those barrels at the base of the elephant column. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them! Quickly!
Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
Follow me. We need to get into the car.
Alter. Okay. Dann hätten wir je.
I'll kill every last one of you if I have to.
Da oben. Hinten aus. Und der hier. Gib mir das.
Let's go! Stay with me!
Get him to the car, I can cover you from here! You're almost there!
Okay.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Follow me! Come on!
Throw down your gun if you like.
All right, let's go. Now! Son of a bitch shot me.
Nope. Easy.
Now, this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer and all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch, rape, and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You've developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying. You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing, I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
He was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Wer zum Teufel steht eine Frau? Der Mann kommt mir jetzt schon nicht mehr. Sechs Monate später. Okay, wir wurden befördert, perfekt. Direkt Netflix, Wir schauen uns den nicht an. Wir schauen uns den nicht an. Denn wir schauen uns den später an. Denn morgen. Denn für heute war's das. Ich habe heute sehr viel geschafft. Wir haben heute sehr viel gespielt. Wir haben heute sehr viel geschafft.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats.
Schauen wir uns erst morgen alles an. Den Part schauen wir uns auch erst morgen an. Ist der Dank fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, euch hat gefallen. Wenn ja, wie immer, vergisst nicht, eine Bewertung da zu lassen, denn die Bewertung hilft mir, um zu sehen, okay, wollt mehr sehen. Und ja. Dann würde ich sagen, danke fürs Zuschauen und wir sehen uns dann in dem nächsten Livestream. Bis morgen. Macht's gut und passt auf euch auf. Tschüss.